A lot of guys think there's some sort of trick or some sort of book you can read, or they go on YouTube and they look up how to talk to girls, how to approach women, how to approach them in groups, what to say to them when you approach them. They have like one liners and little things that they say based on the situation. They have openers and all these different things. And that's always been the wrong approach. It's much harder and much more fraudulent to have game and to use that as your advantage than to simply be the man that women should desire. This is a much better approach for yourself. It's a healthier mindset to have. It puts you in an abundant mind frame. It allows the people around you to know that what you do is for you and it's not necessarily for an outcome attached to anybody other than yourself. And avoiding the mindset of using game to approach or to attract women helps you to maintain your self respect. I've always kind of wondered and thought to myself, what exactly does a game guy see when he looks in the mirror? How does he feel to know that the haircut he has is to attract women? The way he dresses is to attract women. The one liners and the openers and the little things that he says is to attract or trick women into believing he's more confident than he is, instead of simply becoming that person. So when they go home and they look in the mirror, how can you respect yourself knowing that you're actually not the man you portray yourself to be? And then what happens 6 months from now when she figures out that you're not that smooth? What happens 6 months from now when she figures out that you don't have dominant masculine energy, that you're actually soft and you let people walk over you? How does she feel now when she sees you interact with people at work and she realizes that you're actually the goofball in the group? Or when you're around your friends, you're actually one of the followers and not the leader? It's a disservice to yourself. You put yourself in a harder situation because you're not even with the woman who's compatible with you. You end up being with women who are stronger than you, who have the ability to push you around more, who are just naturally more masculine because you try to have this hard body mindset and this hard body frame that's not truly who you are. You're faking it. You're a liar. And that's what women hate the most. They hate a fraud. It's a lot easier to have the money, have the lifestyle, and be able to carry yourself that way for a long period of time than to be faking it, faking the cars, acting like you own the house, making it seem like you have all these different things when you really don't. It's a lot more peaceful and a lot more self assuring to be the man than to act like you're the man. It's a lot more self assuring to know that you are a stoic, solid person than to act like one and come off confident when you're truly not and you're truly scared and timid and fragile. Game is one of the biggest lies that people tell you to follow. The way to get women might be to have game, but the way to keep a woman, a good woman, is to be that man. It's not about game. It's not about pretending. You can't fake it. It's got to be in you. It's got to be to the point where you might not even like certain things about yourself, but because you are who you say you are, it just is that way. A lot of time with my woman, I have to catch myself and soften myself and try to understand where she's coming from, or try to approach her with a little bit more gentleness because it's in me to be aggressive. It's in me to be serious. It's in me to not play any game. But a lot of guys try to have that fake alpha mindset. And I don't call myself an alpha. I'm not. I'm not your alpha. I'm not trying to be. Trust me. I'm trying to be the alpha of my own self and dominate my own mindset. I'm not trying to be anybody's alpha or compete with anybody out there. Yes, you're stronger. Yes, you can run faster, all that stuff. Yes, you're better. That's great. I'm not competing with any man. And that's another thing, too. When you don't play this game with people, such as having game but not being the man, you don't have to fake it. You don't have to fake tough. You don't have to fake like you're some macho person or none of that. You're simply in your lane, doing your own thing, approaching life the way you would like to approach life, being genuine with people, being direct with people, and everybody knows exactly who you are. Everywhere I go, in all facets of life, whether I'm at work, whether I'm with my mom, with my kids, with my friends, I'm the same way everywhere. I'm the same serious person that's understanding, that can have a laugh and whatever like that. I'm the same person that never lets myself be the butt of any joke, whether it comes to a grown man, a 65-year-old, a 10-year-old kid. I don't let nobody play with me. And everybody knows that. I'm not pretending to be this way. That's a much easier way to live. I believe that a man should live authentically himself given certain circumstances. So obviously at work, you're going to be able to curate your words to play the part, to play your certain position when your supervisor's around, stuff like that. And truly, if you believe that you can't do that, then maybe you got to work hard enough to be the supervisor. I know this one kid, and he's so talented and he's so special. And I don't think he wants anybody to be his supervisor. I don't think he wants anybody to tell him anything. So what I tell him and what I've told the people around him is, then you got to be the boss. It's not that you have to change. It's not that you have to submit to anybody. It's that right now, the position you may be in, is not really curated or tailored for your personality. You have a dominant personality. If this is truly what you want to do and truly what you want to choose, and it's a hard life, it's a hard path because you're choosing to show everyone that you're better than them and be better than them in every part of life. If that's what you want to do to dominate every situation, then you got to be the boss then. So you got work to do. But until then, you still got to be able to navigate. Don't be a fraud, man. That's a fake personality. That's a fake person. Nobody wants to be around that. People want to know that you're pretty much who you say you are all the time, given certain circumstances, of course, like I said. You're not going to be the same in cursing and stuff like that in front of 2-year-old kids, right? You're not going to be the same around an elderly woman who's just walking across the street. You're going to have a little bit different temperament, but for the most part, things should correlate. People should be able to look at you online, offline, every post that you make, everything that I do, I try to make sure that it's me. When I used to do Instagram and I used to make longer posts, put a picture up and put like a long caption, I would make sure that those words are words that I would normally say. When I add new words to my vocabulary, or let's say new slang or whatever, I try to make sure I understand what I'm saying and it's authentically me. Even if it's not something that I invented, I try to make sure that it's something that works well within who I want to be and how I want to represent myself in order to stay on brand. So think about who you're being, think about the games you're playing with people. Try to have more of a genuine approach and you'll get the people who are supposed to be around you. If you're a super dominant man and you want a submissive, sweet, gentle woman, then you got to be super dominant all the time so that the only people who can stand being around you are genuine, sweet, submissive women. Don't pretend to be passive just so you can smash this chick who's a boss babe. No, be dominant. Be the same way. Carry the same energy. And then let her realize, okay, we're just going to clash and let me get away from this dude. Don't trick nobody. You deserve better than that. What's the point of being fake and then getting things that you shouldn't have in your life in the first place? Be authentically yourself, man. That's the message of this video, is to be authentically yourself. Stop tricking people. Stop playing women. Stop playing these games. Stop trying to have so much game and be more direct. Walk up to a girl. Tell her, hey, I noticed you from across the room. I thought you were really attractive. It seems like there's probably more to you. I'd like to get to know you. Are you interested? Tell her straight up. Stop playing games. If she's the type of woman who's receptive to that, then cool. It works. If she's not, then it was never going to work in the first place. And it's not about just accumulating a bunch of numbers so you can sleep with people. If somebody's not supposed to be for you and you're not trying to take them serious, they deserve the right to feel that out and move on. Talk to you guys next time.